Hi, my name is Felicia Hernandez, and today we will be discussing the concept of circular flow in economics. The circular flow model is used to explain how money moves through our society. Money flows from the producers of goods and services to their workers as the wages and income. But that money eventually flows back to the producers as payment for the products and services that they developed. What the circular model shows us, in short, is that an economy is an endless circular flow of money between producers and the consumer. Through my research of the circular flow model, I have learned that it's a little more complicated than money just moving in some sort of symbiotic circle, going from one place to another and then back and forth again. There are a lot of variables that dictate how money gets from one place to another and how quickly that may or may not happen. It's not simply a consumer giving a dollar to a producer and then that producer simply giving a dollar back to the consumer. It's just not that simple. Also, through my research, I have found some pretty intricate diagrams of the circular flow model that embed all of these variables and show you how money might be moving, and it was pretty overwhelming. For the sake of this 2-minute video, and keeping in mind that we're all in a beginning economics class, and I'm probably not supposed to understand circular flow to the 10th degree, I found this really awesome chart that demonstrates circular flow in its most basic sense. So in this diagram, we see 4 different entities: firms, which I have been referring to as producers, market for goods and services, households, and market for factors of production. The green line moving between these 4 entities represents money. The red line on the top of the diagram represents goods and services, and the bottom red line represents factors of production. So let's break this down. Let's start at the household. You live in a household and you go to work. You are a factor of production. And that factor of production you brings your household money. That money from your labor comes from the firm or producers that you are working for in order to produce a product or service. If we continue to follow the red line from the firms, we see that these items that have been created are now goods and services that can go to market. You then bring your money from your household to that market, and the money flows back into the firms, and you receive the goods and services. And then the firms use your money to put back into their market for factors of production, like labor and materials. This diagram definitely introduces a clear view of how our economy works and how money moves. But of course, it does not show how it actually works. Economists use a variety of different ways, mathematical equations, and other factors to really understand how money flows. And it is a lot more complex than the diagram you see before you. But this does represent the general idea of how our economy flows.